All right, guys, this is going to be what is most likely going to be the final video on our YouTube channel showing our Victor lathe. We are here today, Abby and I are here today, and we're getting it ready to, move it out of the shop because the buyer will be here in a couple of days to pick it up. And it is going to be living its next life in Texas. But we're really happy about this. This is a great family that wanted to buy the Victor lathe.
Yes, it is.
They are wanting to kind of start setting up their own little dream shop at home. And I believe it's kind of starting with the Victor lathe, and they have some other things that they're wanting to get there as well. But anyway, we're Abby's over here. She's doing her sweeping thing. And
I've done at least 30. I think I have at least 30 more to go. Chips are amazing. They are everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we've been getting it cleaned up, getting ready so we can start lifting it. We've got our skates here, we got our bottle jacks, we got the forklift outside. So hopefully today we're gonna have a successful move, a safe, successful move, and get this guy out. We wanna get it outside and get it ready to pick up in a couple of days and put on their trailer. So we'll go ahead and get some video of the move today. It's sort of a bittersweet moment for a lot of reasons. You know, this is a machine that's been with our shop for many years, many decades. It's been there. It's done a lot of work. It's earned a lot of money for the shop. It's created a lot of content for our YouTube channel over the years. People have absolutely fallen in love with this machine, and that's some of the reasons why it's sad to see it go. But honestly, I have some good equipment that I invested in that's in our new shop space. I'm happy with using those machines, and I am also happy with retiring this machine from our shop and letting it go to a new home and let someone else who's trying to come up into this trade use it and enjoy it and just carry on the tradition of making cool parts. So we'll get some video of the move, and I think what I'd like to do is maybe start off and just kind of give a very brief history on this machine before we start picking it up.
Let's do that.
All right. So why don't we start off by giving you a little bit of the history that I know of this Victor lathe. Back in the early 80s, this is according to what my dad told me, and with a lot of the stories that my dad told me, you have to try to visualize and know that my dad, he wasn't somebody that gave a lot of detailed information. He was very matter of fact, very short with his answers, just gave you a little bit of information and that was it. He didn't go into conversations like we like to do today. But I'll tell you what he told me, and this was back when I was a teenager, just started working with him. Back in the early 80s, his banker called him and said, "We have a repossession on a machine that you might be interested in. Would you like to come down here and take a look at it?" And Dad said, "Yeah, I'd love to." So he went down wherever the machine was. I have no idea where it was at. And take a look. He took a look at the machine, and they just wanted an offer. And so Dad made the bank an offer on this machine, and they accepted it. So Dad bought it and brought it to the shop. And I have no idea what he paid for it. I don't recall him ever telling me. If he did, I don't remember. If I had to guess, it's probably somewhere around the $10,000 to $15,000 mark, but that's just a guess, honestly. Early 80s, this machine was built in the very late 70s, early 80s. I don't know the exact date, but it was the early 80s when he acquired it. So he brought it in. He had another lathe about this size that they were using at the time. I think it was a Sebastian lathe. He sold that and brought this in, and it was a well-used machine for all the way up until today's time. But this machine right here, I learned how to do lathe work on. I learned how to do lathe work on the Monarch that's right behind it. And funny enough, these two lathes are sitting very similar to how they used to sit at the old shop. The Victor was right here, right behind you where the camera is would have been our office. And then sort of right in this area right here is where the Monarch sat. And then behind the Monarch was our Acroturn lathe. So all three of those lathes were sort of in a diagonal pattern right here. And then we had a big Monarch lathe that was further down that way. I actually learned how to do machine work on all of these machines equally. I would be running the Victor for days on end. I would have to come over here. We didn't use the Monarch quite as much because the Acroturn and the Victor were much more modern, easier to operate lathes than the Monarch. So we use those a lot more, and then the big Monarch, we use that all the time for all the big stuff. But I learned how to do machine work on this machine. I learned how to do machine work on the DoAll mill. We had an Acura milling machine as well. My dad had bought the Acura and the Acura turned lathe at the same time back in 1996, the year before I started working for him in 97. So when I came in the shop, all those machines were in there, but I've got a lot of memories running this lathe right here, making a lot of parts, a lot of different parts, making shafts. I mean, just any number of things that had to be done. This was our go-to lathe in the shop. This machine was probably used more than any machine in that shop for all the time that we had it. So that's why I say it's a bittersweet moment seeing this lathe go, but I'm not sad about it. I'm happy that it's going to a new home and it's going to continue living a good life. You know, I think it's safe to say that it's probably retiring from professional machine shop work, and it's probably going to live in an environment that is more of a home shop environment, you know. So it probably won't see all the heavy duty work that it once did, but it's been a good machine. It's done its job. There's a couple little minor things that could be touched up on it, and I talked about this a long time ago. The detent for the high-low gear right here. The detent, you know, so it doesn't have that little click in, you know. That's why I always kept the block right here. Really, other than that, that's really all that's all that really needs attention on here, besides it needing cleaned up, and it could use a paint job. So I bet you the new owners will probably do that. I kept my multi-fix tool post and all the holders. I had mentioned I was going to, but I did give them, I've got a wedge style, like an Allure style tool post that's almost brand new. I'm giving that to them so they can use that, and there's a couple holders with it. This is the 3-jaw chuck that came on the Precision Matthews lathe that I'm not using. It saw very minimal use. So I equipped it with that, and I kept the 6-jaw chuck that was on there. And I had mentioned that I was going to, but I gave them a brand new 3-jaw chuck. They have a good Cushman 4-jaw chuck right here. This is one that we acquired a while back to replace the old 4-jaw. So excellent 4-jaw chuck, and of course you got the 2 steady rests that came equipped with it as well. And I'm leaving this life center in there for them. So that's it. I don't really know what else to say about the Victor lathe. I mean, I think I kind of explained it. I was going to say that. So my dad operated it, my granddad operated it, and then the guys that used to work for us, Junior and Sonny, and then myself, we all ran this machine. We all used it to make parts and help generate revenue for the shop. So it's been a well-used machine. And unfortunately, back in those days, we just didn't take video. You know, I think I've only got maybe a couple pictures of this machine. But anyway. We're ready to get this guy moved. I'm going to get it outside so that we can get it picked up and put on their trailer. So let's get started on it. All right, we're gonna see if we can get it out the door now. And this transition's the only thing I'm a little nervous about.
Kind of surprised that thing isn't filled with chips.
I want to come right up to it and I want to get a good pull on it.
Yep, I'm gonna tell you. One more forward and then you'll be there. All right, you're almost there to the cracks.
Let's go for it.
All right. They're fine.
They both rolled over.
They're both fine.
Okay, good. There it goes.
Got it?
Yep. Doesn't want to stay under this side. We're gonna have to jack this one up.
All right.
I think that might be good.
Okay.
That might be good enough right there. All right, I'm just gonna wipe off the chuck, some of the bare metal. We've had the AC going, so I just don't want it to get a bunch of condensation on it. And then we're gonna coat it down. Make sure that it doesn't flash rust on us. It's looking pretty good though. So that went better than I expected it, honestly. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
That concrete, you know, that's terrible concrete. Whoever laid that foundation just did not do a good mix on that. And it's always been problematic. We'll switch sides with me.
just dusty.
It's very powdery.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know much about concrete on the proper mix, but whoever mixed it, it made it really, really powdery. And that was one reason why I never liked sweeping, because if I swept the floor, it was a dust cloud in there.
Yeah.
And it settled on everything. So that's why I just always kept it dirty. But because it's so soft, all the years of use, it's really rough. So sometimes it's hard to get something to roll in the concrete because it's so rough. But it did a good job today. This is looking pretty good. I just want to make sure that any condensation was off of it. And I think we're good to go. So we're gonna coat it down with some rust inhibitor. And then I've got a tarp, and we're gonna tarp it really well, put some blocks on it, keep any rain off of it. So this is what we're gonna use right here. This is the CRC SP350 rust inhibitor. It's a wonderful product for indoor storage. I know it's outside, but we're gonna cover this up. What this will do, you spray anything you have that's bare metal down with this, and it's gonna create a layer of oil on top that's gonna prevent any kind of rusting or flash rusting or corrosion to start. So everything that's bare metal, just keep it coated down. I'm gonna go ahead and coat the ways really well with it. And the last thing we need to do there is the chuck. Going extra heavy on it today, I want a nice thick layer on here for the travel to Texas. So what this stuff will do, it'll kind of dry, a little bit of the moisture in it kind of evaporates, and then it leaves a really oily film right on top of the surface. Get our handle there. Nut. I think we're good, ready to cover it up. I'm real happy with the first phase of the move. It went smoother than I expected it to. We didn't even have to use the forklift, but it went well. We've got her coated down really nice with our SP350. So we're gonna go ahead, we've got a tarp here. We're gonna cover it up nicely, and we'll be back in probably, 2 days. And we're gonna start getting it lifted in preparation of setting it down on the trailer. So phase 1 down, one more to go, and we'll be through with the moving of the Victor.
It's like parachute day at school.
Yeah. Done.
Woo!
I get to load that forklift back up.
Yes. Great work, babe. You were a stud today.
So our forklift isn't quite strong enough to pick up the lathe, so we went ahead and rented a higher capacity. And to save a few bucks, we're just picking it up ourselves using our air tow.
Easy.
Got it. I thought it gave the weight on here.
Not seeing it.
He said 8,800 pounds. So.
All right.
So this is right at 9,000 pounds here. This will be our heaviest pick with the air tow. Got it.
You look cute, babe.
All right, so I think I mentioned earlier, our little forklift isn't rated to pick this Victor up, so we rented one, 5,000 pound. I'm hoping that's gonna be enough because everybody's 6,000 pound forklift was out and we couldn't get it until late this evening. So we're gonna try the 5,000 pound. I've got it hooked up, ready to lift. I haven't picked it up yet, but I wanted to show you. So here's the operator's manual for the Victor lathe. And I'm referring to right here, moving and lifting. And they have, in this diagram, they have a bar through here, 1.5 inch bar, and you have a strap hooked to this bar. And then they don't say anything about the second strap, but I'm assuming it's like this. So I've got it wrapped around the inner web of the bed. And if you look down here, so this is why Victor cast this hole in there so you can stick a bar in there and be able to lift it safely. That also helps get the strap away from your lead screw and all your feed rods. You never want to pull on that no matter what machine you're lifting. If it is, you have to stack some blocks in there for the strap to push against. So that's looking good right there. And if you come around here, you can see it goes right through the casting to the other side. And we've got our strap hooked to it. All right, I've got it rigged up. What I think is nice and safe up here, we've got a strap around the fork with a nice heavy duty shackle. All right, on both sides. We've got this strap looped with a nice heavy shackle. So I believe this is safe and ready to pick up. So we're gonna go for it. And I just want to make sure that the lift is going to pick the machine up, and if it does and it picks it up nice and level, we should be able to just set it right back down on some blocks and have it ready for the morning when they're going to be here. And what we'll probably do is pick it up high, let them back up here. I mean, I don't think I got enough room to back up, so we may just pick it up, let them back the trailer up here, and then we can set it down on the trailer. That's the plan anyway. So let's give it a lift and see how it looks. All right. Okay, let's give it a lift. Let it just settle out here. All right, it's in the air.
I think it looks good.
I think we're good to go.
All right.
So we'll go, I got some timbers and we're just gonna set it down on those timbers for now.
I will help you.
All right, we're gonna set her down. All right, we're good. I just wanted to make sure this lift was gonna work, you know, and have the punt if it didn't. But I think it's gonna work good. So we'll be picking it up tomorrow morning is when the buyers will be here, and we should be able to get it loaded up then. So, but now we got to go get the DoAll out. We got to work on that because they're getting the DoAll also.
They're staying together.
There's been a change of plans since the last time we were here working.
Yes.
Yep. All right, so there's been some interesting development. The buyers for the Victor Lathe has negotiated a fair deal with me to be able to take the DoAll mill home with them. In addition to the DoAll mill, we're also going to be throwing in the Powermatic drill press in the same load there as well. So the really cool thing about this is that they're buying the Victor, the DoAll, and the Powermatic, and they're all three going to be together in his shop. And they're really, really happy about this. This was something that they were really trying to do, and thankfully we were all able to come to a comfortable agreement on all three machines. They had to rent a trailer. They got a big trailer that they rented. They're having to rent a forklift on their end too, so it was really nice to be able to just combine all three machines at one time for them instead of, you know, going home and then maybe trying to work another deal. We've had other people interested in the mill, but no one has come forward and said, I want it, I want to talk to you about it. Everyone's just been kind of tire kicking. So I'm glad that we know that it's going to be going to a good home. It's going to be going to Spring, Texas. I'm really excited for them. They're really excited about it. So we're getting ready to get this thing moved. It should be pretty easy. We just got to get it up a little bit, and we'll be able to use our pallet jack actually to be able to just pull it back here and get it staged, ready to go. But I was going to go ahead and just kind of recap a little bit about the history of the mill so that everybody knows. This mill was bought brand new from DoAll by my dad in 1987. It was a brand new machine that he had bought at the time because what he had done, he bought the DoAll bandsaw that was sort of sitting like right out here in front of it. It was a C916 DoAll bandsaw. He bought that, loved it, had good work out of that, decided he wanted to get a DoAll mill. So the next year he bought this machine, and it was not used very heavily in our shop. It was used for a lot of hole drilling. It was our machine to go to anytime we had a part that had like a hole pattern we want to drill in it, or just something really simple. We did a few keyways in it here and there, and odd jobs like removing broken bolts from cylinder heads and stuff like that. So it saw a good mix of use, but it wasn't used heavy at Booth Machine Shop. I brought it down here back in 2012, so we've had it here in this shop for 14 years now, and I firmly believe that the work that I put on this machine since it's been here really has been more than what was put on it there at the old shop. Now I may be wrong there, but it's seen a little bit of use there, because next to it over here we had our big Acra mill that was right next to it, and that's where most all the big milling work was always done, because it had flood coolant, it had a power knee on it and that kind of stuff. But anyway, I think that's about it. Over the years, whenever I brought it down here, see, it did not have the digital readout, so I installed the DoAll digital readout on it, put new Waygard on it back here, and I believe that was it. Oh, we installed this Michitoya digital readout right here. The battery's dead, so that needs to be replaced. And other than that, that's all I've done with it. The original servo motor still works good. This cord needs some attention. You can see that the rubber casing is coming loose, so this is one thing that needs to be addressed. I would fix that. I'm sure that they're going to do that. I imagine that the owners of these machines are probably going to take these home and they're probably going to put some TLC into them, get them cleaned up, probably paint them if I had to take a guess. And they said that they are absolutely going to cherish them because they have watched all of these machines. They haven't really seen the Powermatic, but the DoAll and the Victor, they watched those machines, me using them for years on the YouTube channel. So they're really excited to have these machines at their home, at their shop. But let's fire it up for the last time because I'm getting ready to disconnect the power there. There it is on. This has always been a super quiet mill. I mean, I'm going to stand right up here. I got the microphone, and you can just hear how quiet it is. Just a super quiet mill. Now, when you go into the higher speeds, you'll hear that belt whining a little bit more, but it's just a really nice quality machine. It looks dirty because I haven't cleaned it in ages. I probably haven't cleaned it since I brought it down here. But you can see the servo works fine. DoAll, they put the half moon flaking on the ways here, and I'm gonna move this in, and you can see right up close here, you can see the flaking that they put on at the factory. And you can see there's not a lot of wear on these ways. It just wasn't moved a whole lot. I think that's about it. So we're gonna work on getting it disconnected and getting it out of here. We'll get a little video of that along the way too. What we're gonna do is get this wedged up so that we can get the toe jack underneath it. And then once we get it toe jacked up higher, then we can just come right up underneath it with the pallet jack and pick it up.
Okay.
So if we can come in through right in the center of it. Yeah. We'll be able to put it right there. So our 4 wedges are blocks because we just got to get it up some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you start wedging it like this.
Okay.
We'll do one side. I'll come to the back and we'll do that. And I think we can just get it up enough with the blocks that then we can use our toe jack and just kind of bring it up.
Okay.
We just got to get it this high, you know.
Exactly. All right.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to use the pry bar to start.
Yes. I'm going to use my shoe.
That's perfectly fine. We're just gonna
Is this in about the right spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see how the casting raises up in the center? That's where the pallet jack's going to be. So you want all of them to be kind of like you are right there.
All right.
And I'm going to put one on this side because I think I'll be able to kick some in there too. All you need is this pry bar, and watch this. See that? Easy enough. A little bit more. All right. That's plenty to get our toe jack in there.
All right.
Now, probably going to have to do, I don't know if I can get to the back.
Okay.
Let's come around here to this back corner. Let me see if I can get it started.
Ooh-wee, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's picking up. Keep going. All right, go around the other side and watch your head, watch your head.
Thank you.
And put one on that other corner as well. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So from there, let me find our little bottle jack, and we'll start getting it up.
Is it gonna lift in the middle?
Yeah, that you just pick it right there. And we'll get the front side. You already got a handle?
Yes. See how many times I'm gonna hit my head on this.
Yeah, let's try not to do that.
Agreed.
Let's go for it.
All right. Keep
Go ahead.
going?
Yep, keep going. Chips.
Lots of chips.
Your favorite.
I've swept 30 times. Keep going?
Yeah, keep going. Let's get the back up on 2 of the 2x4s, so lower it down.
Go ahead and lower it. Is that
Yep.
what you're saying? Okay. Coming down. Okay.
Yep, you should be good. Now I think you can access it. Here you go.
Thank you.
I think you can access it on this side.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a terrible angle. Terrible angle. I just got to where my back doesn't hurt so
All right,
bad
hold
every
it.
day.
Hold it there. I'm gonna just Go just enough to that 2x4 will slide under there. Yes, there you go. All right, I'll get this side.
I need like one more for it to fit.
Go ahead. Oh, another pump?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Let me get this side.
All right, coming down.
Yep. Okay. Now, we just need to pick up the front one more time and go ahead and get these, the second set of blocks under it.
Okay.
You got your blocks where you want them?
Yeah, they look okay?
Yeah, they look good. Go ahead and set her down. Perfect.
Yay.
Here.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
More sweeping. I'll help you with that.
I already can't feel my arms today, so it's fine.
I tell you, my right arm is pretty well loosened up from all that prying I did on the Victor.
Well, that was a lot. Didn't you say that you wanted to go home and do some cleaning?
I don't recall that.
No.
When did I say that?
No, you didn't.
That's what I thought. I did some tree trimming yesterday afternoon, though.
Yes, you did.
Got the little Kubota out, rode around and cut some limbs, picked up some dead trees, went and put them on the burn pile.
I stayed inside in the air conditioning.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Air compressor. Doesn't that make you appreciate having the Kaiser?
Yes, it does.
That's why I invested in a Kaiser.
That thing scares me every time.
Let me disconnect the wires next.
All right.
I'm making sure that the breaker's turned off, and it is.
Get some water.
I could use some of that myself.
You need help?
No, I got it. I think I got it. There we go. I'm leaving some chips for them to enjoy cleaning up. We're putting all the work in getting it out of here. All right, our power is disconnected. I've got them all cut, wire tied or wire nutted and taped up. And then later on, I'm gonna take this down and tie it up there out of the way after the mill's out of the way. Okay, I'm ready to bring the pallet jack in and lift it up. This thing drops really fast. Still acting a little bit heavy on this front side.
Yep.
We can fix that though. Only problem I have with this jack.
Okay, it slams down.
It wants to slam down. That's a little better.
Yep, that's better.
Got it.
Where do they need to be in the front? Oh, that was better. It looks a little bit weighted better there. Was it?
That's all the way down. So that'll give it a more solid platform.
Okay.
So,
I think that's way better.
yeah, it's not too bad.
No. It really looks good. I think you got it in the right spot.
Yeah, I think we're better there now. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna work. I think we're balanced good enough to do this. The problem was that the pallet jack forks were not long enough to go to the front casting, so it was sliding off the front of the pallet jack there. And done.
Yay.
We're done. That's what we wanted to do today is
Yeah.
just get it by the door and ready to pick up in the morning. So I think we're just gonna leave it right there where it sits.
Love it.
Yep.
Well done, babe.
You ready for your lunch?
I think you know I am.
Let's take lunch break and then we'll come back and finish up our day. Will you eyeball it for me? set it down, get the weight off of it.
Hold on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Your first siren of the day.
Right when we had turned the camera on. Perfect.
You guys read that scale? Are we about zero? Is there a zero lined up for this or not? All right. Well, that looks straight. Jimmy said it looks straight. It is. So, how about we just do that?